You don't want to hear? You want to hear that story? All right. For Stacks and them, I was about to buy Stacks, the kid Max and Melly, a whole brownstone in New Jersey.
No disrespect to Jim Jones. Fifth had me in Battery Park. I could walk out that barefoot. Me in position. Rest in peace of Stack, but Stack got killed in the project with a Porsche.
Yeah.
God planned for you to come here and spaz on y'all niggas tonight.
Jim Jones recently snapped during an interview on Memphis Bleek's podcast, and the moment he mentioned Tony Yayo's name, things got spicy fast. What started off sounding like just another regular rap convo turned into pure tension in seconds. You could feel the frustration in Jim's tone, like he'd been holding it in for years, and finally the lid just blew off. But this wasn't some random argument out of nowhere. This moment has roots that go deep into New York's rap history. These aren't just artists trading words, they're part of a long legacy filled with loyalty, betrayal, and old grudges that never truly faded away. To really understand why it went down like this, you gotta look back at years of subtle shots, interviews, and street alliances that kept their rivalry alive.
Like I just said, we just came back off tour.
Yeah.
You know, with Fifth, and we still touring, still. And I do my own tours too for people. Oh, yo.
You see,
I do my own tours. I did tours in Canada. I did a tour across the whole Germany and the Swiss Alps, and that's why I don't care about the hate, cause I'm like, I got the possibility to do my own tour, like something with Memphis Bleek. Memphis Bleek said to Nori, Yayo said Jay-Z didn't have us on tour like he did, or I eat my own halal. I eat my own halal too. If you want to say that, to Memphis Bleek, I just came off my last tour. All I'm saying is when you see Jay-Z in a setting, he never really, when he's doing a Beyonce show or whatever, you don't see Memphis Bleek on the stage and him being brought out. You know, even if I'm doing the hype man shit with 50, he's bringing me out. I'm making money. I'm going to—
That's that man girl too. That's it. That's Hov's wife tour.
Yeah, that's Hov wife tour.
So if Hov, I believe if Hov was out on his own, he would bring Bleek out. There is no need for him to bring Bleek in a situation where it looked like if this was last tour you're talking about with the Cowboy Carter.
Right.
Yeah.
So to me, because I look at Bleek as a loyal guy, like I'm a loyal guy to Jay. But I look at like Fifth, my guy Hervé, one day we had TRL, and it's the Young Gunners there.
Yeah.
And I'm talking to him about it. And Hervé says loud, you don't gotta worry about nothing. You got 50. Jay-Z doesn't do nothing for these guys like 50 does. And Hervé, I think he worked with them too. But he said that to me, and that always stuck in my head. Rest in peace to him.
This whole mess actually circles back to Memphis Bleek, Jay-Z's day one homie and one of the original Rockefeller soldiers. Bleek's name got pulled into the drama after Tony decided to take a few verbal jabs at Jay-Z during an interview, and it set things in motion quick. It all started when Tony went on Shannon Sharpe's podcast and threw shade at Hov, calling him selfish and claiming he doesn't look out for the artists around him. He didn't stop there. He doubled down, saying Jay-Z doesn't really ride for his people the way 50 Cent does for his crew. Tony even used Bleek as an example, saying, look at Memphis Bleek. Jay doesn't take care of him the way 50 takes care of me. That line hit hard. You could practically feel the air shift after that comment dropped. For Bleek, Jay-Z isn't just a mentor. He's family, a brother who helped shape his career from the ground up. So when someone tries to twist that bond into a competition about who's more loyal, it's deeper than music. It's personal. That single statement sparked a quiet but real tension that's been simmering ever since.
I seen something Tony Yayo said, Hov don't look out for me like 50 look out for him.
Oh, word? He said that?
I just want to clear that up. Hov don't have to.
All right.
You know what I mean?
All right. Okay.
I'm chewing aloud on my own. Right. If Hov look out, I'm telling you, I'll be up there. Right. So when y'all see me out here, that's the Blizzle budget. But back to you, I'm sorry for cutting you off, but I just want to let niggas know Hov don't have to.
Right. So,
when Memphis Bleek pulled up on Drink Champs, he didn't duck the topic, but he played it smooth. Instead of going off, he addressed Tony's comment in a grown man way, making it clear that loyalty ain't about money or fancy gifts. He reminded everyone that real love can't be priced or bought, and that being used as an example in someone else's shade toward Jay-Z, yeah, that didn't sit right with him at all. Bleek kept his composure, but that calm response hid a deeper ripple that was already forming behind the scenes. Because while the world thought the tension ended there, it actually planted a seed that connected to something way bigger and way more emotional, the long-standing tension between Tony Yayo and Jim Jones.
This is the difference between me and other niggas, right? Stack Bundles, one of my favorite rappers in the world.
Rest in peace,
Rest in
Stack.
peace.
Right?
And rest in peace.
Far Rock,
Yep.
you understand? Jim Jones, he had Stack Bundles, he had Max B. I looked at it like, wait, you know. Stack's Bundles, we had a portion, was still in the hood. No disrespect to Jim Jones. Fifth had me in Battery Park. I could walk out that barefoot.
Get the
See,
socks.
that's when a nigga love you, nigga. You get the socks, nigga. Sneakers Dior, nigga. But I'm walking out there barefoot. That's when you know a nigga love you, boy. Because he making sure you don't get your shit split. Because you go back to 134, anywhere, Baisley, right, Brooklyn, pew, shit get split. Once I got shit, nigga shot my shit up. Bentleys and all that. Y'all can get that sneaker, just toss that over there. My shit's official. You know what I'm saying? Yo, look, but nigga put me in position. Rest in peace of Stack, but Stack got killed in a project with a Porsche.
Yeah.
Nigga, come on, nigga, I'm from the hood, nigga. Y'all niggas thought, nigga. I done been around the Black Justice and seen the Preems and all that, nigga. The E-Money bags, all that, nigga. The younger niggas under that.
So with everything you saw.
Maserati Fox. Real nigga, huh?
So with everything that you saw, what would you change?
I just pray to God every time I leave the house.
But what would you change?
Change what?
Pass the cup.
I heard you talk about all the shit you went through, all the shit niggas is still going through.
What
Yeah,
God,
you need one of them cups
listen,
just for
what
the
God got
ashtray.
planned for you is planned for you, brother. God already knows what's planned for you in life.
God planned for you to come here and spaz on y'all niggas tonight.
I spaz?
I'm just saying, it was a plan.
I mean, I do be on some Hollywood shit in Europe. I gotta stop.
Yeah.
Something like, yo, stop talking about Europe. I don't, like, when you come here, you gotta deal
Don't
with
treat
niggas.
Vlad like that, bro. See how niggas is? See how
No, I
niggas
had
is,
nothing to do
bro?
with Vlad.
He ain't treat Vlad
do
like
with Europe.
this. He
I
ain't
do
treat
things
Vlad
for
like
you have to
this,
do with
my
Europe.
nigga.
When you go to
Their situation had nothing to do with record labels or financial loyalty. This one came from pain, the kind of loss the streets never stopped feeling. It all centered around the late Stack Bundles, one of New York's brightest young talents whose death still hits hard for anyone who knew him or his music. Stack Bundles wasn't just another rapper. He was a movement. His style, his voice, his whole aura screamed originality. He had the city buzzing and was repping the Bird Gang under Jim Jones's wing, ready to become the next big name out of Queens. But before that rise could happen, tragedy struck. Stack Bundles was shot and killed in his neighborhood, and the streets have never stopped asking questions since. Years later, Tony brought that pain right back to the surface during an interview on Math Hoffa's podcast. He accused Jim Jones of leaving Stack Bundles behind, hinting that Jim could have helped him escape the environment that took his life. Those words hit deep, reopening wounds that time never really healed. For Jim, that wasn't just another industry jab, that was personal. It touched legacy, loyalty, and loss all at once. 3 things you don't play with in hip hop, especially when it comes to someone you once called family.
This, the problem is, when she was on the show, she had said that she had heard about you wasn't giving Stack money, but people don't know that when Stack asked you for the bread, you were going to the bank. I think the bank was closed. Something happened because me and Bino talked about it. I remember being there, and you was going to give him
more money after the money he spent because we was on tour. He like,
Yeah.
geez, I spent all that tour money, geez, on
I
Pop,
remember.
a bucket, whatever he
remember.
did, brought another Porsche, BMW. He like, yo, Pop, geez, you said closed mouth don't get fed, geez, I'm Pop, geez, I'm hurting.
it's a fact.
And when I told him, I said, yo, go get 25 grand from the bank tomorrow. He like, oh, yo, what's up with that Wrangler truck? I'm like, I left that shit in Brooklyn. I don't even want that shit. I don't even know what block it's on. Matter of fact, it's by the car shop where I got the Maserati from. He like, you let me get that, G's. I'm like, go take it. You probably got to get a new key. He like, oh, I'm going to go get that tomorrow, G's. You different, G's. And we all know the rest of the story.
Why do you think that people have this misconception of what happened? Why do you think even her? Why do you think that? Where did that come from?
Nobody likes to hear the truth.
Because we were there. Bino get mad all the time, and he gets offended. And he was one of the people that called me. He was like, "That's not true." They think that what they think is that Stack asked you. He told you he wanted to leave. They said that Stack told you he wanted to leave. He wanted to move, and you didn't move him out. But that's not true.
You don't want to hear? You want to hear that story? All right, for Stacks and them, I was about to buy Stacks to give Max and Melly a whole brownstone in New Jersey. None of them wanted to leave the hood. And I was not about to waste my money. And that was what I offered them. I went shopping for the shit and all that type of shit.
Yeah, we remember that, right, Bass? We remember that. Shout out to Bass. I remember the conversation.
And I'm like, yo, you bugging. You want to, like, yo, you could go to the hood every day, but you're going to be living in Jersey. Like, you're going to be living better than, like, you heard? And you don't have to worry about paying for no rent or nothing like that. I'm just trying to get you niggas out the hood. Melly, too. And Melly ended up getting shot, right? Like none of these would listen, and everything that happened that you know can happen in the hood end up happening and shit like that, you know what I mean? But everything to try to protect them for what I know could have happened to them, I tried. You heard? From getting all of these cars to getting all these, everything. You can imagine everything. Private jets to Miami, hundreds of thousands in one weekend, 2 tour buses at Atlanta. Like, cannot front on how I had my boys moving. And I'm only talking about this because you was there, and you and Stacks were best friends, were Bino, a couple others and shit like that. Other than I don't even talk to people about Stacks and what went on, but we was setting it out. It was not on our level when we was moving, and no way.
People close to Jim Jones have always stood firm, saying he never turned his back on Stack bundles. They claim Jim did everything he could to lift Stack out of the streets, from giving him studio time and financial help to opening real doors inside the industry. He didn't just co-sign him, he tried to guide him. But Stack, like so many gifted artists from tough environments, stayed tied to the same streets he came from, the ones that inspired his lyrics, but also carried danger every step of the way. Over the years, there's been non-stop debate online. Some fans accuse Jim of using Stack's image or sound for clout, but Jim has shut that talk down every time. He's been clear. It was love, not business. In countless interviews, Jim's spoken with real emotion, saying he tried hard to pull Stack out of that life and that losing him still weighs heavy on his heart. So when someone like Tony starts speaking on Stack Bundle's name, it hits Jim in a place that's way deeper than rap. Any mention of Stack isn't just about the past, it's about loyalty, pain, and memories that never fade. That's why the second his name came up, Jim's calm went out the window, because to him, that's family, and you don't play with that.
Well, a lot of, me from the hood, so people look at Bleek and don't understand the business he's doing. They always look at Jay like, oh, yeah.
But that's why you got niggas like Yayo talking about, Jay don't take care of I don't need Jay to go on tour.
Yo, smoke hard coke,
Yo, chill.
You look like you need to be taken care of. You look like you need to go to the dentist. You need to look like you need to brush your teeth. You look like you need hygiene. You look like you need help. Tell your man 50 send you an ounce or something,
You do need
you
that
might
help.
need 2 ounces, nigga.
That's why
Paid
you
in full
looking to
movie,
see.
nigga. I got a G for every bump in your face, nigga. I promise you that, nigga. I promise you that, nigga.
That's why he worried about
Peon, you broke, nigga. You know I got it, nigga. What's up? The
ain't
bag
nobody,
is up. The both sides.
Hey,
Flea, where the both sides, Flea?
Let me finish that off. Ain't nobody taking care of niggas over here, B. Nah, you good, my nigga. I fucking love it. They deserve it. They need to hear this shit, man, because they bugging out here. All these niggas worrying about who taking care of who. We take care of we. Ain't no who nigga. Take care of who, nigga. You know who doing it. We live. We get money.
Nigga. We take care of everybody, nigga. We take care of each other, nigga.
That's a fact, my G, but linking back up with you, Jim, we missed out on a lot of opportunity, bro, but we ain't gonna miss it out going forward. We need to put some pain together, bro.
Don't lie.
When Memphis Bleek sat down with Jim Jones on the podcast, it was only a matter of time before Tony Yayo's name came up. And once it did, things got heated fast. Jim didn't sugarcoat a thing, he let his feelings fly. You could hear the frustration in his voice as he spoke on how tired he is of people blaming him for Stack Bundle's death, especially when they weren't even there to see what really happened. He called out Tony directly for speaking on it publicly, saying that kind of talk is reckless and disrespectful to both him and Stack's memory. Jim spoke from the heart, his tone sharp but emotional, explaining that no one from his circle is broke or struggling. Everyone eats, everyone's taken care of. He said people online love to twist stories for views, trying to make it seem like he's neglecting his team, when in reality he's the one putting them in positions to win. His passion made it clear this isn't just gossip to him, it's personal and still hits deep. Now, to be fair, Tony's original point wasn't really about Jim's fame or fortune, it was about the people around him. Tony implied that while Jim's up financially, his crew doesn't seem to share the same shine. But instead of tackling that head-on, Jim shifted the energy toward defending his own success, doubling down on how solid he is and how well his people are doing. That move only made the moment more tense.
Everything y'all niggas do, I don't do. I do the other thing. Everything y'all niggas go across the street that way, I'm going up. Holla at your boy. I do other things, man. I don't do what y'all niggas do. I don't do what niggas do. I don't watch niggas' money. I don't care. I just do what I do.
Because what started as a debate about loyalty turned into a full-blown emotional showdown between two men carrying years of pride, pain, and perception. After the episode dropped, Tony wasted no time firing back on Instagram. He didn't go on a full rant. Instead, he posted an image that referenced Max B, Jim Jones's longtime rival and one-time ally, and that move, oh, it said a lot without him even needing to type a word. Fans instantly caught the message, calling it a slick shot aimed straight at Jim. That one post reignited the flames, and just like that, social media was in chaos. Timelines lit up, fans started choosing sides, and comment sections turned into mini war zones. Some people defended Jim, saying his loyalty's been solid since day one, while others sided with Tony, arguing that he just spoke the uncomfortable truth. It became clear that even after all these years, those old New York rivalries still run deep. They never really die, they just go quiet until someone brings up the wrong name. For Memphis Bleek, the whole situation was another reminder of how heavy hip-hop history can get. What started as a chill podcast conversation ended up stirring decades of pride, loyalty, and pain, the kind of stuff that shaped entire eras of rap. At the end of the day, this wasn't just about who said what. It was about respect, legacy, and how people define loyalty in a game where reputation is everything. And once again, the ghost of Stack Bundle's tragedy found its way back into the spotlight, proving one thing for sure. In hip-hop, the past never really stays buried. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, and drop a comment because this story's far from over, and I'll catch you on the next one.